Hello, I'm James Clark from King's College London, and in this brief video I'm going to show you how to perform correlation analysis in GraphPad Prism. A common question asked in research is how one parameter affects another parameter. For instance, on the screen we can see two groups of data. Group A is temperature and Group B is heart rate. These data, represented by rows 1 to 12, show the heart rates recorded for different core temperatures. A question one might ask of these data is, how does temperature affect heart rate? Is there a correlation? By correlation, one does not mean can I plot a straight line through the data. That's a linear regression. What we mean by correlation is there a relationship between one and the other? Is there an association between the two data sets? GraphPad Prism can perform correlation analyses from XY, column and multiple variable data tables. In this example, I've entered my data in a standard column format. In order to carry out a correlation analysis, one needs to start off with your data table and click on the Analyze button in the menu bar, or select Insert New Analysis from the menu. I'm going to choose the Analyze button on the Analysis toolbar. By default, because I've entered my data in column format, it wants to do the column analyses. So I need to close this section and open the XY analyses, where I can select correlation from the list. Prism has determined I have two sets of data, A and B, temperature and heart rate, and has automatically selected these datasets. If you have more than just two datasets on your table, you need to select the two for which you wish to calculate a correlate. Once you've selected your data, you can click on the OK button to continue the analysis. The Correlation Analysis Parameters box gives you some options to choose before you decide on which correlation you wish to perform. Because we are looking for a correlation between temperature and heart rate, we choose the third option to compute R between the two selected datasets, namely temperature and heart rate. If you have multiple Y datasets and want to create a correlation matrix, or want to compute R for each dataset versus a control dataset, you can select one of the upper options. The second option is to determine whether you wish to do a Pearson's correlation or a Spearman correlation. The principal difference between a Pearson and a Spearman is whether it is parametric or non-parametric. Pearson for large datasets represents parametric data, whereas a Spearman correlation is normally for non-parametric data. We are going to assume normality here and calculate our R based on a Pearson correlation coefficient. It is strongly advised to choose a two-tailed test, unless you are confident that the directionality of your correlation is one way. By choosing one way, you make a lot of assumptions about your data, so it is safer to choose a two-tailed test. It is easiest to leave the output section at its default values, although you do have some options of how you report your p-value style. Underneath this, you have the option of making these choices your default for future analysis. But once you are happy with the selection, and we are, you click OK. Since we chose Pearson correlation, the data reports to us in our correlation tabular results as a Pearson R value and a Pearson R squared value. The way to interpret the R or R squared value is fairly simple. If your R squared or R value is close to -1, there is a very good negative correlation between your two datasets. If your R or R squared value is close to +1, that means there is a very good positive relationship between your two datasets. While a statistician would call the R squared value the coefficient of determination, most scientists simply refer to this as the R squared value, or the goodness of fit. For your goodness of fit data, Prism reports your p-value. Since we chose a two-tailed test, p is reported as a two-tailed value. In this case, p is a very small number and is considered significant. But what does this significance mean? In our case, the p-value is very small. Therefore, we can reject the idea that any correlation is due to random sampling and make some assumptions about this correlation being real. So in this dataset, we can say that there is a correlation between the core temperature and the heart rate in this subject. What GraphPad Prism also does when it carries out the analysis is create a graph for us. It automatically plots the data as an XY dataset and shows this correlation in graphical form. You can see here that Prism has plotted temperature on the x-axis and heart rate on the y-axis and has shown our data points. From these data, we can carry out further analysis such as linear regression to try and predict x from y. But in the meantime, we're happy to say that in our dataset we have a good correlation between core temperature and heart rate as determined by a Pearson correlation coefficient.